Good evening. My name is Saleh, the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I am very excited to welcome you all to Dubai Toastmaster Club meeting number 705. I do believe that we all have to grow ourselves. And for that, you need to have a goal in your life. And to accomplish your goal, you need to have a mission that will help you to reach your goal. I am sure that our club will help you in that mission. Now, please, may I request you all to put your right hand near your heart, not near your stomach, but near your heart. Yeah, that's good. So, close your eyes, both eyes, and repeat after me. As a Toastmasters, we do provide, yes.
As a Toastmaster.
As a
We
Toastmaster,
provide a supportive and positive learning
learning
experience in which members
members
are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in great self-confidence and personal growth. Open your eyes. Anybody lost anything?
I forgot to close my eyes.
Able to see you.
I'm here.
So, SAA means Sergeant at Arms. Is a retired soldier or a police officer who has experience in security and law enforcement. Please, in case of any emergency, just slowly use the exit door or window near to you and jump. In case you're required to use the toilet, then guide yourself. Toastmasters International core value is 4: integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Please refrain from talking about politics, religion, and sex. Now, please mute your mic also and refrain from unnecessary movement, which might distract the speaker. Now, let me invite the most enthusiastic, energetic, talented, and wonderful person, Toastmaster Dewey, our club acting president for today's meeting, to open meeting number 705. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Saleh, and good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. With the power vested in me, I now declare this meeting open. Now, for the benefits of the guests, let me share my screen and explain to you, take you through our Toastmasters journey. Saleh, can you confirm if my screen can be seen? Okay, great. Thank you. So welcome to meeting 705, our 705th meeting. Toastmasters International is a non-profit education organization which was started in 1924, 97 years ago. The headquarters are in Colorado. Overall, we have 300,000 plus members in 149 countries with 15,800 plus clubs. And here in UAE itself, we have 3,000 plus members and 150 plus clubs. So our CEO is Toastmaster Daniel Drex, and our international president is DTM Margaret Page. So this is how the structure of Toastmasters is. We are here, the Dubai Toastmasters Club. Couple of clubs together form an area. We belong to Area 20. Couple of areas together form a division. We belong to Division B. Couple of divisions together form a district. We belong to District 105, and many districts together form a region, and we belong to Region 11. So the hierarchy goes, the international president is DTM Margaret Page, followed by Region 11 Director, DTM Shabaz Ali, then our District Director, DTM Gurpinder Pun, followed by Division B Director, DTM Ajita Sivam, Area 20 Director, Toastmaster Anita, and our President, Toastmaster Sagar Kurana, who's traveling at the moment, and that's why I am acting president for today. So this is how the ExCom of Dubai Toastmasters looks like, with Sagar Khurana as the president, me as a vice president education. We have Toastmaster Nora as the VP membership, Toastmaster Nisha Gandhi as the VP PR, Toastmaster Tissa as treasurer, Toastmaster Sabil as secretary, and Toastmaster Rashmi as the sergeant at arms, who again is busy on a travel today, and that's why Toastmaster Saleh has graciously accepted the role. So Dubai Toastmasters helps become confident speakers, communicators, and leaders. So how does the structure work? We have a program known as Pathways, where we have 11 pathways: dynamic leadership, effective coaching, engaging humor, innovative planning, presentation mastery, persuasive influence, motivational strategies, leadership development, strategic relationships, team collaboration, and visionary communication. As you see, this covers the 5 levels of mastering fundamentals, learning your style, increasing knowledge, building skills, and demonstrating expertise. So the core competencies that you'll get out of all or any of these pathways is public speaking, interpersonal communication skills, strategic leadership, management, and confidence. Dubai Toastmasters Club was chartered on 1st of April 1996. It is the second club in UAE, the first club, the mother club of Dubai and Northern Emirates. We have a wealth of experience of the last accumulated 25, 26 years. We have members who are 20 years plus, the stalwarts, plus as new members as well. So we not only have formal and professional process, we have a lot of fun too. Our membership fees is 750 dirhams for 1 year and AED 450 for 6 months, with a one-time registration of 75. For details to join, you can contact our VP membership, Toastmaster Nora, and the number is mentioned here. So as you see, it's not only serious meetings, we have a lot of fun, because as our founder, Ralph Smedley, said, we learn best in moments of enjoyment. So once again, welcome to meeting 705. So let me tell you a story that I came across recently. So there was this couple, okay, and elderly couple, and every time the husband would call the wife, she wouldn't answer, she wouldn't respond. So the husband got worried. He said, I think my wife is having a hearing loss. So he went and spoke to the doctor. You know, every time I call out to her, she doesn't respond. So the doctor said, let's see how bad her hearing loss is. So I'll give you a test to do. So at 40 feet away from her, you start calling out to her. If she doesn't hear, go to 30 feet, then 20 feet, and then 10 feet, and you'll know exactly how bad her hearing loss is. So that evening, the husband, he was in the living room and his wife was in the kitchen. So he called out, honey, honey, no response. Then he went to the door of the living room. Honey, honey, no response. Then he went to the entrance of the kitchen. Honey, honey, no response. Then he went just a foot away from her. Honey, honey. And she said, for the 4th time, what do you want? So you got the essence of the story? Sometimes we suffer from blind spots, thinking that the problem is with others, when very well the problem could be with us. So hold on and ponder to that thought. Let me welcome our dignitaries for today. Let's give a round of applause to DTM VP Menon and our past president, Toastmaster Bosco. And we have a guest, Julia. Julia, can you tell us how did you come here and what are your expectations from this meeting?
Hello, my name is Julia Kashuba. I'm originally from Ukraine, but I have been in Dubai the last 2 years. I have financial background, and last 10 years I worked in tax advisory. So my main expectation of this club is just to excel my public speaking skills and boost confidence while delivering speech on stage. That's why I want to join this Toastmasters Club.
Welcome, Julia, and you are in the right place. Do you know Toastmaster Misha? He's from Ukraine as well. He is a general evaluator for today.
Nice to meet you. Fantastic.
Okay, perhaps
Nice
I can
to meet you,
connect later.
Julia.
Okay, so without further ado, let me now hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day today. Now, let me tell you something about him. In the first interaction with him, I got to know how ambitious, how energetic, and how humble a person he is. He's been in the UAE for the last 20 years, and he's had 12 successful businesses. He calls himself entrepreneur, when in fact he's a serial entrepreneur. Businesses after businesses. Of course, we have ups and downs in our businesses, but that doesn't deter him from starting another one and getting it to be a success. He has a lot of ambitions, which he will tell you today during the course. So I don't want to steal that from him. But let me tell you a couple of his passions. It was a lot of passion, so I have to read it out. So this Toastmaster, our Toastmaster of the day, enjoys table tennis, running, chess. He enjoys reading, behavioral psychology, biographies, spirituality. He likes adventure, fishing, gardening, scaling mountains. His talent is into woodworks, brand visualization, coaching, and mentorship. Wow, isn't that impressive? So put your hands together for our charming, dynamic Toastmaster of the day for today, Toastmaster Aki. Over to you, Toastmaster Aki.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devi, for this wonderful introduction. I'm truly, as I mentioned earlier, I'm thrilled, excited, delighted, and honored to be your host today and to share with you my experiences. But before I go, I just want to make sure that I am visible and I'm audible to everyone. Great. Dear fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guest, good evening, everyone. I will be happy to share with you today the theme of the day, which is venturing into opportunities. We'll deep dive into the meaning of the opportunities. What's opportunity mean? And how the opportunity could transform and change our life if we are able to get that opportunity to the right path. Also, how to be ready to receive the opportunities. And if we're not receiving opportunities, how we create those opportunities. Before I start telling you my story with the opportunities, I would like to ask you a question. Is any one of you have experienced that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but by end up doing nothing? Has anyone experienced that? Good. I think all of us went through that. Is any of you have many opportunities popped up at the same time and find the difficulty to choose which opportunity should accept and which opportunity it's more feasible and viable to him or to her? Have you been in that situation? All right. And lastly, but not least, when you receive a great opportunity and you get into the sacrifice, like if you want to accept that wonderful opportunity, you have to sacrifice something, and that is valuable to you. And you went through that inner friction and get to that difficult time to whether you accept or let it go. Have you went through that situation? All right. Let's dig deep dive and try to understand the dynamic of the opportunity by sharing to you a story happened to me in 2017 when I get into the technological entrepreneurial ecosystem, which is called the VC, the venture capital, and all that. I've been building brick and mortar businesses, which mean a business that is a shop selling a physical product to a physical people. I mean, not into the quantum field, into the internet or into the e-commerce and dealing with the virtual businesses like what we see today. So what I've done, I got quite good amount of fund and I established my investment firm. and I start doing networking, introduced to entrepreneur, looking for great minds, great opportunities that we can invest and empower those entrepreneurs. And, you know, as everyone in any new field or in a green field will see everything for the first time as opportunity. So I start investing in a venture, and that venture went to a wonderful launching stage. Everything went perfectly. And at a certain stage of the venture, the founder came to me and said, you know, we want to start selling that particular product because it has a very high margin and we are going to dominate the market. And I said, look, but this is against my personal values. And if you start doing that, I might quit. I'm warning you. So you should go and find someone else or other investors to be with you so you can thrive and you can take it to the next level. I'm ready to surrender and leave whatever I have invested in. But remember, if I quit and I draw my capital, you will fail miserably. And you should have a plan B right now, from now. What happened? He haven't took that as opportunity. I have given him a good amount of time, energy, advices, mentorship, but he haven't made that commitment. And what happened at the end? We've lost both. I've lost all my money that I invested in that venture, and he lost his dream because he was not able to cope, or he was not able to collect. Or this is a very simple and basic example when there is a great opportunity to two, and because of a certain elements, both of them have lost that opportunity. This is one of the downs. But there are also ups and great opportunities that I went through in my life. It's not only about a business, also a wonderful opportunity for me to get a friend. And also it's start from business because it's a vital area of our life. And I'll mention later about that because that's my personal mission. And I would like to pass it to all of you today that you can benefit from it. In 2014, I decided to leave a company that I was a co-founder into it and surrender part of my shares to my co-founder so he can steer the company to the success, because I have a confidence in his ability and in his characteristic personality and integrity. And that was a wonderful proposal, and he accepted, and he was extremely happy for that. And we become friends because when I start talking to my friends and family, I have done that. They say, you stupid, you just let go a good amount of your equity to your partner. You should keep it and let him to steer the company. I say, no, I want to have that person as my friend. And now when I go through difficulties or I have any situation and I know whom to call, he's not a partner in a business, he is a good friend and supporter. And this is what we're going to mention now about the 3 C's of building a great opportunity or maintaining a wonderful opportunity or receive a great opportunity. There are 3 C's that you will always need to remember. Number 1 is a clarity. You have to be clear about 3 things. Your core values. Make sure your core values are crystal clear to you. No compromise on those values. Put it in order. And make sure that when you have any opportunity, pass it to those values. If it ticks the boxes, let it come. Otherwise, you will have difficulties in the future. Number 2 is your mission in life, what you would like to achieve. Since I'm talking about the life mission, and why I choose this theme, why I want to contribute, because I believe the financial literacy, the financial independence, and having a good abundance and good amount of money to be able to live the life that you would like and you desire, and also to your beloved one, the job is not enough to do that. you must have a side business. You must have a liberty to start something or to build a legacy for yourself and to your business. You need to have your own brand. You need to have your own product. And I use this platform to encourage you to make sure that you build assets that create and generate income for you and for your families. And to be able to do that, you need to stick to your mission in life and build something around that that will not only provide you a great and good income, it will also feed your passion. It will also put you in a very good financial shape, and it will have a clarity about where you're going next in your life, which is the vision, what you would like to achieve in general, by setting a clear goals that connected to your values, connected to your mission, and then the vision become a bit clear. This is the first C, the clarity of three things: values, mission, and vision. We understood that, and it's looked like typical written in the profiles, but we should reflect about that and understand the depth of that, how it's important for us to receive, to build, and to maintain a good shape of opportunity. The second C, which is the confidence, and I think you all of here today is to build confidence, right or not?
Yep.
Great. So to build the confidence, you need to have the courageous. You need to be courage. You need to take the risk to be. You remember the first time that you have your public speaking? How was your heartbeat? How was your physical appearance, and how your inner feelings? I think it's scary. I'll try to sum up quickly and go quickly to the second. The commitment, you should commit, and this is, I'm urging every one of you to attend all the meeting and remind myself as well, that's part of your growth is the commitment. And the knowledge, acquire knowledge all the time to build confidence, because without knowledge, you can't build confidence. And the last C is the connection. Connection means you have to give, you have to share, and you have to meet. And I think in Toastmaster Club, we are able to achieve that. Let me welcome now and dig deep to the meeting. I'm done with my theme introduction, and we would like to call our word master, Toastmaster Gangia, to introduce the word of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Gangia.
I'm audible?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening to fellow Toastmaster and guest. As today's my role is word master, I'm going to give a simple and usable word on today. This is in the common corporate world, and day to day you can use this word, very useful for your daily communication. This word name called plausible. This is an adjective. The word is formed on the 16th century from Latin. The meaning of the plus word, having an appearance of truth or reason. This is called plausible. For this word, I can give a synonyms. There are multiple word synonyms: credible, reasonable, probable, and possible, like highly likely. This is the word for plausible. There are some examples for which I can use this word in this common daily routine life. If you want to achieve something, that you have to require a lot of research, because they need to be a plausible. This is one of the example. The second one which I have written, that the story does not look like very plausible to me when the people are trying to say some stories. I can use this word. If you're forming any new technology, the trick to make some technology the plausible to audience, we reach the audience that to be possible the way the output has to come out. The fourth example which I have written saying that suppose I have some issues on my devices where I can do some alternatively devices which I written that either suppose some surfaces issue, then I can look at laptop or iPad with Office, some possible method to replace the device. This is the example which I written. Then there are some more example I can give, like someone says I late coming to office because of an accident on highway. Likely it will happen. We can use flexible. This is the word called flexible, possible. This is that word we can corporate communication. We can overall we can use this word. This is flexible. If you want, I can go for next role, like a round robin method. You can whoever you can use this word. You can give some example. I leave to the audience.
Anyone would like to participate with the word of the day?
I can try.
Toastmaster Soham, please.
Yes, the way Manchester United are playing this season seems plausible to win the league.
Very good. Appreciate for your answer.
Students used to tell me that they hadn't got their homework because the dog had eaten it. Since most of the work is done on laptops now, that story has become far less plausible.
Anyone? Audience, guest?
Yes, the story of Toastmasters Abdulati on his business seems very plausible to me, as it seems that he went through this experience by himself.
Thank you. I think.
All right.
Right.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gangia, for
Thank
your
you.
time and wonderful introduction to the word of the day. And let's move to the next important part of the meeting today, which is the project speeches. I would like to invite the evaluator for the speaker one, Toastmaster Bosco, the evaluator, to give us the introduction about and to give us the goals and objectives of the speeches today, because both it happens that both speeches are about social speech, so it can have one introduction. Toastmaster Bosco, over to you.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day. For speaker number one, Toastmaster Saleh is doing his speech on delivering social speeches. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice delivering social speeches in front of club members. Timer, please note that timing is 3 to 4 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bosco, for the introduction. I would like to invite the speaker one, Toastmaster Saleh Rajab, for his project, speaking in the Innovation Planning Pathway, Level 3, Project 2, in social speech. And the speech is deeply appreciated. Before I hand over to Toastmaster Saleh, I would like to give a little bit introduction about our a wonderful member in Dubai Toastmaster Club, the fruit, the dynamic, the funny guy that is being recognized by everyone. And there is no a single meeting that he don't attend and his name is not mentioned there for his light soul and beautiful spirit. Toastmaster Saleh shared his great opportunity in his life is being in Dubai Toastmaster Club since 2017. He been a club member since 5 years, and he decided to explore this wonderful opportunity, and he is grateful to be developing a lot. Toastmaster Saleh, deeply appreciated. Over to you.
Thank you, dear Modi. In 2017, I attended a workshop in Jordan, a training. They gave me the mic and they told me, introduce yourself. You know what happened? I was totally speechless, totally silent. I just grabbed the mic and give it to the next person sitting here close to me. So other participants introduced themselves professionally. The workshop finished. It was around 4 days, and I was silent in the 4 days. I came back to Dubai. I told one of my friends what happened. He told me, listen, I heard about Toastmasters and you must join this. So I searched, and I found that Dubai Toastmaster Club is the closest to my work. I called their number, and Toastmaster Deepak Gulati was the person who answered me. He gave me the location and told me, just when you arrive to the meeting room, to the club, please just ask them about my name. So when I reached, I asked, where is Deepak Gulati? They told me, here is he, and he welcomed me. He gave me a very warm welcome with a smile. So I explained to him what happened with me in the workshop in Jordan. He told me, no worries, Saleh. With patience and involvement, things will be changed for better. And really, I want to inform him that I followed his advice. And yes, a lot of changes happened in my personality. That's because of his support for me between 2017 till 2020. Once I was in his team in a debate competition in the club. So the debate started. I was sitting next to him. I told him slowly, sir, I cannot speak. Can someone else take my role? He gave me that sharp look and told me, Saleh, you can do it. I start shaking like an earthquake in my body, you know. I cannot catch my hand, my legs, everything is shaking. Again, I looked at him and said, again, he looked at me again and said, you are the next to speak. When I saw him doing his role, I was inspired, and his magic was transferred to me when I saw him how he's doing his role. So I took a deep breath and I stand and done my role perfectly. Here, I learned how important was his encouragement. And later, I know what means the club promise and the club commitment that the member must help and support other members. And that's exactly what Toastmaster Deepak Gulati done with me. Few months back, I posted on our group that I need help. I have a meeting, a reverse meeting, and I need somebody to help me. Just 3-4 minutes, I received a message from distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Gulati giving me the rules, the instructions, and how to structure the meeting. Here he showed me again what means the loyalty and the love to the Toastmasters Club. That one was the most beautiful thing, made me stuck to this club. The care of the senior member to new members, the encouragement they give. I deeply appreciated that a lot. And I pray for Toastmaster Deepak Gulati to get well soon. I am sure many members are waiting for him to come back with a good health, looking for him to see him back at practice at Dubai Toastmaster Club. Catherine Pulisifer said one quote, "You have influenced my life in such a positive way. Words cannot express my deeply appreciation. You are truly an inspiration. I request all to clap for him. And this is a toast for distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Gulati. Please clap for him. And another deeply appreciation will go to Toastmaster Dewey, who has really played an important role to push me to do my best more and more. And another deeply appreciation will go to Dubai Toastmaster Club family, seniors, new members, all added something to me. I will raise a toast for all of you. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saleh, for this wonderful raising a toast speech. It's really touched us deeply, and we truly appreciate your wonderful speech. Thank you so much. And now we'll go to our second speaker, Toastmaster Nisha Gandhi.
Sorry to interrupt, Toastmaster Ati. We can have 30 seconds feedback.
Okay,
given,
so we will give 30 seconds feedback for the voting.
No, sorry, not for the voting. 30 seconds for members to
for
give
the
their feedback to
evaluator,
the
for the
speaker.
evaluator, yeah. Thank you for correcting. For the evaluator to put their notes and comments.
Thirty seconds are up. You can continue, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dewi. Toastmaster Nisha, presenting the project speech. This one's for you. It is part of her Pathway Presentation Mastery Level 3, Project 3. Toastmaster Nisha, been with us in the Toastmaster Club since 1 year. In 21, she joined the Toastmaster Club. And the great opportunity that she had in life when she was promoted to be the HR manager in her previous organization. And she had a great opportunity to manage a huge staff strength between 2,000 to 3,000 people. Toastmaster Nisha, the ones for you. Over to you.
I think my evaluator has to read my speech.
Evaluator is, yeah, the evaluator, Toastmaster Bob, going to give the evaluation. The evaluation objectives is being given at once by Toastmaster Bosco because both are in social speech. You may start your speech, please.
Am I audible?
Yes.
No love is greater than a mom's love. No care is greater than a dad's care. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear friends. Today, I'm not here just to make a project speech. Today, I stand beside you, delighted on this wonderful platform of Toastmasters with my Toastmaster family and speak some words about my parents in their honor. Mom and Dad, words cannot express how grateful and how thankful I am today for being there for me. I'm sorry, I'm being very emotional. Mom, you are the greatest mom in the world, and I don't say this just because you're my mom. There are so many qualities that you have instilled in me. Your strength and your courage has taught me how to stand in front of any adversity in life, be it a time where I was down and depressed, be it a time when I had to face a tough situation in my life, like losing a job. or be it a heartbreak or a time that I had to take the most difficult decision of moving into a foreign place like Dubai. You have taught me how to tackle all these difficult situations in my life by saying that you just need to be confident and strong and do your best. And that's what I did. And here I am today. Mom, one episode that I will always remember in my life is how you have stood besides my sister, your daughter, Rajeshri, when she lost her husband. I don't think it was a very tragic time in her life and tragic time in all our lives when she lost her husband at a very tender age. The way you stood beside her like a rock, the way you made her strong to come out of this situation was simply commendable. I don't think it was possible without a mom's love, care, and the strength that you gave her. So salute to your spirit. Dad, you're the most caring and the most kindest person that I've ever known in my life. And I don't just say it because you're my dad. I say it because everyone who knows you can vouch for that fact. And Dad, you've instilled great values in us. And what I admire about you is what you have done for the whole family. Let me share an anecdote with my dear Toastmasters. That Dad has always struggled in life. He's worked really hard to provide for his family. When he was young, he lost his dad, and he had the responsibility to shoulder. He had to shoulder the responsibility of bringing up his siblings and providing for them as well. And he did it selflessly, without flinching. And I really want to salute to his spirit. I also remember the time that Mom started working, and she used to really travel very, very far. And I know how he not only emotionally supported her, but he also supported her by sharing the household chores and the responsibilities of the household chores. And that was a time where he did not bother about what the society or the conservative society that we lived would say. Everything that he did was for his family. I salute to you, sir, and your spirit. Daddy always tell me that I'm not your daughter, I am your pride. And let me tell you, I will always be Daddy's little girl, no matter how much I grow up in life. Today, I stand beside both of you and salute to you. Truly, I'm thankful and grateful to all that you have done for me. Thank you. I would love to share this, I dedicate this trophy in honor of my parents, my mom and dad, who are physically here with me today. Mom and Dad, this one's for you, and thank you for everything that you have done for me in life. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you. Over to you, back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nisha. It was very emotional, as you mentioned. It touched us, it touched our soul, our parents, our mothers and fathers are having all our lives. Thank you for your wonderful speech. We'll give the evaluator 30 seconds to put their comments. And the 30 seconds over. Now I would like to invite our timer, Toastmaster Pawan Kumar. Toastmaster Pawan.
Yes, good evening, members.
Good evening.
This is my first time I'm doing this job. So I'm thankful to you and for signing with this job. So today, Mr. Saleh has taken 5 minutes 30 seconds, and Nisha 4 minutes 32 seconds. So I think Mr. Saleh is disqualified if more than 4 minutes 30 seconds, which was told to me. So this is the timings.
So we have one speaker qualified, Toastmasters,
Yeah.
so there is no need to run the voting.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bowen, for your report. So we're going to skip the voting, and now we perhaps have more fun instead of having 10 minutes for the most lovely part of our meeting, the table topics. I would like to introduce our table topic master, Toastmaster Suham Akoor. He been a member this year. He joined in January 2020. Welcome to the Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Suham.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Suham got his wonderful opportunity to move to Dubai, and he is very grateful for this opportunity as he's striving in his career and looking to make a big transformation in his life through being a public speaker and gain more confidence. Please introduce to us the table topic and the objectives of the table topic that you would like to do today. Over to you, Toastmaster Suham.
Thank you so much, TM Ati, for the wonderful introduction. So greetings, Mr. and Madam Toastmasters and fellow Toastmasters and all the guests. So I will now facilitate table topics where we can have like guests and members. They will be given slots and answer accordingly. And each player will have a minimum of 1 minute to a maximum of 2 minutes. The green card will be shown at the 1 minute, and the amber or yellow card will be shown at 1 minute and 30 seconds. And the red will be shown at 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, there will be a grace of 30 seconds. So I'll now read out the questions. And if there are any volunteers, please put up your hand here on Zoom and let us know if you want to answer. Else, I can also nominate some of the Toastmasters or guests as well. So over to the first question right now, which is if you could travel to any year in a time machine, what year would you choose and why? I will put down the question on the chat as well. If you could travel to any year in a time machine, what year would you choose and why? Any volunteers for this? Okay, let me then nominate Toastmaster Nahat to answer this. Over to you, Toastmaster Nahat.
I was muted. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. If I was about to travel with time, and I will prefer to go back to when it was a time for my 50 years back, when there wasn't this kind of technology, because I truly I felt that this technology, of course, it has some advantages, but it ruins our life. When my mom, she tells us a story about how they will get together and they talk, they have more interaction between each other, and they open up with each other more. But nowadays we don't have. And that's why sometimes when I felt that if there is no technology, nothing to grab into WhatsApp, TikTok, and social media, it was very nice that we could have get together like the old times of our grandparents did. Even our parents, this technology is not that long, that ruins our life actually. I prefer those days, yes, and it would be very nice if we could have done something nowadays, but unfortunately, I think that if I want to travel further and further during the time in future, I think the technology is way more, and then we are more disconnected, we as human beings. So to tell you and to answer your questions, yes, I prefer to travel long ago during my parents when they were young and my grandparents. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nahat. And over to the second question now. If you could star in any TV show, which one you would choose and why? I'll just post the question. And if there are any volunteers, please let me know if you would like to answer. Anyone? Okay, I will nominate Toastmaster Mafaza to answer this. Toastmaster Mafaza.
Okay, she must be busy, Toastmaster Soham, so we can move to the next one and then come back to her later, if we have time.
Should I go to the next question, or should I nominate the same question?
I believe, Toastmaster Soham, to make it more fun and more excited, if you could invite the member and then ask them the question. So it's become more mysterious and more dynamic.
Okay, I think that's a better way. Okay, so the next question is for Toastmaster Rashid. So I have a question. What chances do you wish you had taken?
Wait a minute, Toastmaster Rashid is not there.
It's not there?
No, he has moved out, I think. Yeah, he's not in the meeting.
I think I'll follow the same question to Toastmaster, to our guest, Julia, today. What chances do you wish you had taken?
It's a very complicated question, but okay, I tried to answer. So if I have a chance, I'd love to live my life again from the day when I was born. And I think I will have completely different life. Probably I would born in another country or in other continent, in other family. And I would love to have a bunch of siblings, because I'm only one child in the family, and it's a bit disappointing. Because when I look at my friends who have 2 or 3 siblings in their families, and they gather together during big events, I become a bit jealous at these moments. So definitely I'd like to be grown in a family with a huge bunch of siblings. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Julia, for the kind answer. I think I'll move to the next question to Charu. Are you there? Hi, Charu. I cannot hear you properly.
One minute. Am I able now?
Yes, we can hear you. So the next question is for you. If you would have the opportunity to win $1 million or lead a disease-free life, which one would you choose and why?
Good evening, everyone. It's a good question. And nowadays, I think everyone knows what is the more important in our life, that is the health. But if I got a chance to choose one thing, I will choose the life that is free from all of the disease. Because now, whatever we are, now the time what we are having in food, in air, in water, is not as pure as it was before. So now in early ages, we are getting diseases. So we can't enjoy that money, because when you have some like a diabetes, you can't enjoy ice cream and any food. What is this is a waste of the money if you are getting diseases. So I would like to prefer a disease-free life, so I can enjoy, I can go anywhere, I can anything, and so that's all. And this is very peaceful life. No pain, nothing, and can go anywhere and enjoy every moments of your life. So I think this is more important. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your answer. Now, I would like to ask the timer if there is time for any extra questions which we can have.
Yes, we can have. Yes.
Okay, so I'll have one more question to our distinguished Toastmaster VP Menon. So this question is for you. Which is worse, failing or never trying?
Toastmaster VP Man. I think he's silent. You can move to the next, please.
Anyone
Toastmasters.
would like to volunteer this question, to answer this question amongst our guest, or any Toastmaster as well? Yeah, Julia. So I think Julia wants to volunteer this question and answer. Please go ahead.
I think that the best option is just try something and then regret that, never try and that regret about lost chance or opportunity. So you never know what will be the exact outcome, but you should always try, especially new things and any challenges. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia, for the answer. I think this is all from the table.
We have Toastmaster Soham, we have DTM VP Menon here, so you can ask him his question.
Okay, so I'll ask him another question in the starting, which I had asked Mafaza. I think she was busy. So Toastmaster VP Menon, the question would be, if you could star in any TV show, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, you know what? Sorry, there's a bit of noise around me. Yeah, so and I shouldn't have switched on my camera. Yeah, that's where DV caught me. Anyway, coming back to TV show, there's this show. I'm trying to recollect the name. Anyway, so without going into names, so this is a TV show about 2-3 families, and I think the name is Family itself. So in between, my wife and kids were watching it, and I also started watching and I liked it. So there's this guy, there's this guy who's slightly older. I mean, like me, not very young, but he has. So he has he's been married, I think, a couple of times, and the latest wife that he has is a bombshell. So. So I would definitely go for that character. Yeah, at least in that drama or in that series or in that television serial that there is. So it will be fun. Yeah, it would be fun to play that character. He's a rich businessman. He's got loads of money, and he's got this beautiful wife in the serial, of course. And yeah, I mean. It will be a nice role if they offer me that role. Yeah. Without going into details again, but yes, that's a role I would definitely grab. if given an opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster VP. So this is all from the table topic session. We can go to the next session now, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster Soham, for your wonderful table topics. Now we will move to our timer. All set. Are you ready, Toastmaster Bawan, for the report for table topics?
Yes,
Please.
yes, I'm ready. Actually, I forgot to write the first table topic speaker, but she spoke 2 minutes 20 seconds. And Julia, our guest, she spoke one time 1 minute 20 seconds and another time 35 seconds. Charu spoke 1 minute and VP Menon spoke 1 minute 27 seconds. So all are qualified.
So let's run the voting now.
I have launched the polls. Everybody can vote and everybody should vote. So I'm getting the responses. TMOD, you can continue with your sessions.
Great. Thank you, Toastmaster Dewi. And now we would like to, I would like to invite our evaluators to give us their evaluation on the speeches. I would like to invite Toastmaster Posco. And just to give a little bit brief about Toastmaster Posco, he's the ex-president of Dubai Toastmaster Club. He's one of the most distinguished and respected Toastmasters in our club and generally in Dubai Toastmaster clubs. Toastmaster Posco, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, dear Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Saleh, today he did a speech on his path innovative planning level 2 project 3. And he did the project was about social speeches. The title of his speech was Deeply Appreciated. When I heard this title first, I felt the title was cliched, okay? And only when he started talking and only when he started, revealing the story, okay, I really understood the depth of his appreciation. And not only that, I found a connection between his title and the person whom he was referring to. He was talking about DTM Deepak, and he was talking about Toastmaster DV, and there was the D. He was talking about D, and it was deeply appreciated. So that was a wonderful connection. I don't know whether he meant it or not, but I found that connection very nice, Toastmaster Saleh. And there was a quote from Catherine Pulsifer, which said, "Words cannot express my deepest appreciation." Okay, contrary to that, I found you expressed your appreciation with so much clarity, with full of ease, okay? And your speech was well constructed. That was a beautiful story, started from the day when you failed in your attempt to speak, to coming to Toastmasters, meeting Toastmaster DTM Deepak, and then till your recent encounter with him. A well-constructed, it was a compelling speech. The speech content fitted well with the objective of the speech. The person, of course, you chose to appreciate was perfect. And there is just one thing which I would have appreciated you to do. If the speech had little more emotion, it would have taken the speech to another level. Your tone was mostly flat from the beginning till the end. That was the only thing which you can take care in your future speech. And I deeply appreciate the speech that you gave today about our distinguished Toastmaster Deepak. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bosco. Appreciated your evaluation. And now we would like to invite the evaluator for the speaker to Toastmaster Robert.
Good evening.
Toastmaster Robert, over to you.
Thank you. Two birds, one stone. I have to say I stand in deep appreciation of the efficiency of this speech to be able to satisfy both the requirement of a Toastmasters task and actually praise your parents who were in the room at the same time is very, very clever. Projection is good. The personalization of this speech to actually make it be about your parents, to your parents at that same time, wonderfully done. Emotion was very clearly expressed from the very beginning, and this was clearly something that was definitely heartfelt. The pacing, excellent, very clear depth of feeling, very good gestures and body language. Now, perhaps a small amount of nervous movement, but I do find standing in front of a camera restricts the ability to move confidently. So I'm fairly sure it was about with that. The comfort level demonstrated here, you're clearly both comfortable in standing in front of an audience and having your parents be part of that audience when you're speaking directly to both parties. I think this came through very clearly. Your interests and engagement for the audience was very strong, very clear. I think all of us could appreciate and relate to what was being talked about. One thing that I think possibly is an artifact of speaking on camera, in that you haven't got people to actually look at. So eye contact is very difficult to do. But I did notice that quite often you were looking offline and the eyes were going to the ceiling or to the floor or to the side. This is, again, possibly because it's on camera, but it is a thing to watch out for. Now, the only thing that I think I can suggest as a challenge is one that was given to me by Toastmaster Noura, to watch yourself. It's a quote from another Robbie Burns, the Scottish poet, "Would some power the gift to give us to see ourselves as others see us." And of course, the great thing about cameras is that we can do that. What I think you would benefit from rather is to look at the recording of this one, evaluate yourself and see where you met and where you did not meet with the aims of your speech, because you know this way better than any of us. But overall, thank you very much for allowing me to evaluate this.
Thank you, Toastmaster Robert, for your wonderful evaluation. Let's give a big round of applause to our two evaluators about their great job, and to all role players. We still have more role to play here. We have the aha counter, we have the word master, and I encourage, I don't think there's much to share about the word master today, because we were supposed to encourage everyone to use the word of the day. However, I would like to ask the timer to give us the report for the evaluators, and then we will run a vote for the evaluators.
Yes.
Toastmaster Bhawan.
Yes. Mr. Bosco has taken 2 minutes 58 seconds, and our Toastmaster, Mr. Robert, has taken 2 minutes 40 seconds. So both are qualified for the voting.
Okay, let's run for the Zoom master to run the vote.
I've launched the polls, Toastmaster Rati, and only Toastmasters can vote for the best evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bibi. So we'll carry on with our next rule. I think we're 5 minutes ahead of the schedule, but we will spare that. Perhaps before we start the general evaluation, maybe we'll have 5 minutes to be ready with your opportunities and experiences to share it with us before the closing. This is a great opportunity for the ones who did not participate in the table topics to share their greatest opportunity in their life, and encourage you to use again, even it will be past that, the word master. Hopefully before that and even after the AHA counter, we could start that little session. So we'll make the word master more valuable today. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Santosh to be, today he is our AHA counter. Toastmaster Santosh, he's recently joined Dubai Toastmaster Club, and his greatest opportunity is to be a public speaker and to join Dubai Toastmaster Club. Welcome to the club, and please give us your, first of all, introduce to the new members that they might not know about the AHA counter and what's the purpose of the AHA counter, and give us the report of that, please. Over to you.
So, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Timur and Toastmaster Devi, for giving this opportunity. So, very good evening, my Toastmaster and the distinguished guest. So, the purpose of our counter is to help you identify the filler words and the crunch words. And I've been very attentive listening to all of the speeches, amazing speeches, I would say, and I've been really enjoying it. And I would like to share the report this evening for each of the members. So let me start with Saleh. Saleh has done a great job, and I couldn't find any of the fillers word being used this evening. And Devi as well, so Toastmaster Devi as well. And Toastmaster Abdullati, I could find a couple of times you used that's I just noted down. And moving ahead, Toastmaster Nisha also had used a couple of times. So there is one more thing which I noted down is one of the instances where Toastmaster Nisha has said, like Dubai. So that's something that can be replaced, for example, Dubai, when you said about your parents, because your parents, you came to Dubai. That's one of the things which I would like to recommend. And moving further, Toastmaster Bosco, also I could see that are being used. In some of the instances, Toastmaster Bosco mentioned about okay multiple times. I would recommend giving a pause, making use of power of pause over there. And further moving ahead, the table topic participants, I saw that they've been using R quite often. So probably I think there is a continuous improvement towards on the R factor, which definitely I'm also one of the, I need to improve upon that R thing. So that's overall the report for this evening. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh, for your report. Appreciate it. Placable Toastmaster Gangia. Before we come back to the word master, as I mentioned, we are ahead of the schedule. So we have around 7 minutes, and I think it's good for 2 speeches for the ones that they would like to share their transformational opportunities. And this is a chance to use the word of the day. Anyone would like to participate in this, sharing your transformational opportunity, or what the opportunity that you are looking to create or to receive? Anyone before I pick or I choose any of the members? All right, so nobody's raising hand. Toastmaster Misha.
Toastmaster Nahid raised her hand.
Okay, then we will give the first speech to Toastmaster Nahid, and then be ready, Toastmaster Misha. Toastmaster Nahid, over to you. 2 minutes. You're muted.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. for giving me this opportunity to talk again about one of my transformational opportunities that I got. It goes back to 2017 while I was working. And at that time, at that day, which I remember very well, I wasn't feeling very well. I was in bed and just looking through the social media, the Facebook, I was feeling so down. I don't know how can I explain. My feelings was very low. I didn't have so interest, no goal, no feeling like a tree. It's not like living. And at that time, while I was just roaming around the Facebook and looking other people and comparing myself with others, then one of the posts from one of my friends grabbed my attention. It was about meditation. And one guy, he introduced a meditation and he asked us, you can try this, just close your eyes, be with us. And I closed my eyes. Within 15 minutes, I felt completely different. I felt that I wasn't somewhere else. It was very deep. And that day that I took that opportunity and to meditate, it was a great transformation. It didn't great transformation the whole day, but actually it was a point that it started that I found my way that, that's an aha moment of opportunity that, yes, there is a way to change my life. There is a way to be more happy when I found my true self. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I hope it's 2 minutes. I don't know.
Thank you so much. It's actually less than 2 minutes. That's a nice speech. Thank you so much. Thank you. So let's go to Toastmaster Misha. The same question.
Good evening. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Good evening, dear guests. Toastmasters Nahid is very lucky because her transformational experience with meditation was successful. Mine was I just got sleep. Yeah, my story is very simple. It was, I think, 2010, back in my home country, and I spent like a year and a half trying to learn English again and again. Because I really wanted to get another job in international company, because before that I was working only for domestic companies and I was fed up with local management and some limitations. So I dreamed about working in Olympus Corporation because we worked them in domestic company and they seemed very nice guys with some very nice benefits and opportunities, quite good salary and other stuff. So I really tried to learn English and it didn't work and it was tough. I thought I never, ever will talk English. There is no chance. I'm stupid. I'm silly. I will not manage. So I got invitation for interview. And 1 week I was just doing preparation. I just write down questions, write down answers, and just learn and repeat and learn. Sometimes I even didn't understand the word that I use, but I tried and I did it again and again. And when I had an interview, I was like a superstar there. I just had answer for any question, and it was smoothly. It was very nice. It was brilliant. I got this job, and that was like a transformational moment for me because I understand that with some efforts, with some time, I can do it. And I got what I wanted that time. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So we're back to the confidence part. Thank you so much.
Give a round of
applause to both speakers, Toastmaster Nahed, Toastmaster Misha, for your wonderful stories and transformational opportunities that you're sharing. So let's invite Toastmaster Gangia to share the report for the word of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Gangia.
Thanks, Mr. Atasi. For this, using this flexible word, there will not be any opportunity for the speakers because they have well prepared for the speech of the day. However, this word can be really useful for the table topics members, where the question was 2-3 question was possible option, like if you want to go back to possible years back, what is the answer, they can use this word like flexible instead of possible. Then same thing, another question was in the table topics, like if you got a chance for one more question, then there is a question for if you choose, if you could star on any TV show, what is the possible option, where instead of you can use a flexible word. I think more and more this is it will increase your vocabulary if you can use this word on a normal life as well as in the corporate communication. It will increase your word power. Try to use this word flexible on your daily and routine life. Thanks, Toastmaster of the day, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gangia, for your role today. Give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Gangia for his role and to all other role players today. Now we'll come to the also important role today, which is the Grammarian Rule. I would like to invite, I didn't have a chance to introduce Toastmaster Arman, since I didn't receive. You may introduce yourself, Toastmaster Arman, in a minute, and you can give us a report about the objectives and the report about your grammarian role today. Over to you, Toastmaster Arman.
Yeah, thank you very much, Toastmaster Abdulati. Yes, my name is Arman. I'm from Kazakhstan. I'm being a fellow Toastmaster for 6 months now, and I'm not a casual Toastmaster at your meetings, but hopefully I will do my best to join your club more frequently in the near future. So myself, I am a chartered accountant. Again, yeah, thank you for this opportunity. And again, good evening, dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am a grammarian for today, and my role will be to share my feedback on good grammar and word usage and good usage of quotes during today's speeches. Also, my role entails to give feedback on awkward use of or incorrect language, such as incomplete sentences or incorrect grammar. So overall, all presenters were very impressive, and their use of words and the structure of their sentences were clear. So, but saying this in detail, so let me just mention, it is worth mentioning how Toastmaster Abdulati used the following words and quotes such as delighted, feasible, viable, compromise, and I like how he used phrases like light and beautiful soul, financial literacy, as well as inner function. And going forward to Toastmaster Saleh, yeah, it's worth mentioning the quote of Gulati that you expressed during your speech, as if you influence your life, you are truly an inspiration. For the speech of Toastmasters Nisha, it is worth mentioning the nice words like adversity, without flinching, salute your spirit. And as well as the quote that you used during your speech is, no love is greater than a mom's love. and no care is greater than a dad's care. Thank you. And also the quote that Toastmasters Bosco mentioned in his speech is, "Words cannot express my deepest appreciation." It's very cool quote that you used. And Toastmaster Bob, the word personalization, I think it's worth mentioning. And the quote that you said during your speech, it's two birds and one stone. Actually, I don't know the meaning of it, but the quote was very nice. Also, there is some improvement areas that I want to stress on. Is about grammar. So there was some saying like could have get instead of could have got for the conditional perfect. And also there were some errors of presenters in simple present for the verbs for he and she. So it was just said without s at the end, as well as incorrect grammar for the simple past. So it was said as I done my role perfectly, rather than saying I did my role perfectly. So that's all for today from my part. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's give a big round of applause to the Toastmaster Arman for his role of grammarian today. And now we come to the fun part. So we'll invite the trivia master, Toastmaster Kiziva Varma. Also, I didn't have a chance to get introduction. Please introduce yourself quickly in 30 seconds and then get into the trivia master role. Over to you.
Hi. Hi, my name is Keshav, and I wanted to start off with a question. There was one year which most of the people have used, and that's the same year which I also got an opportunity to come to Dubai. So there were 3 people who have used that specific year. Mr.
2010.
2010? No?
2017.
Yes. There were 3 people who used 2017, where TM Nahid, he started her yoga and everyone. And that's the same year I got the opportunity to come to Dubai. So I grabbed it and I'm here. Now I got the opportunity to be with you guys. So I want to see how well people are observing the agenda. In agenda, there is a photo of Mr. Ati. Behind there are 2 people. What were they doing? The agenda.
They are watering plants.
That's correct.
No, because he did the post.
Oh,
You're
yes,
asking
that's
the wrong
cheating.
person. Thank you, Toastmaster Misha, for that great job.
In the start of the meeting, there was one person who did not close the eyes and they have came up. Who was it?
Me.
There was one more person who I was looking at.
Me.
Yeah, it was you as well as Nisha as well.
Nisha,
yeah. So what are the 3 C's, except for Mr. Ati? Anyone can answer. 3 C's.
Clarity, confidence, commitment.
Confidence. Clarity, confidence, and connection.
Yes.
Commitment. Commitment or connection?
It's clarity, confidence, and connection.
Yes.
Yeah. In the speech for word of the day, Mr. Bob, there was an animal being used by him. What was the animal? It was the kids.
Bird.
It was the kids' laptop. What usually homework? What is it? What spoils the kids' homework? With animal.
Dog.
Yes. No love is greater than dash.
Mom's love.
Yes.
Mom's
love. What was the amount being mentioned in a table topic? That was a fancy number.
1 million.
Yes, that's correct. So in evaluation, what is that dash letter found by Bosco
D.
in Saleh's speech?
D.
And D for?
Dewy and debug and deeply.
Yeah, that's correct.
Deeply.
Okay. Arman is from which country?
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Yes. So these are the questions which I have. And that's it for now. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, the
What
trivia
will be
master
given
of
to
the
next
day. Thank you, Toastmaster Kiseva, for your contribution. Let's give him another round of applause. Thank you so much for the fun part. Now we'll come to the general evaluator role. I would like to invite Toastmaster Mikhailo to give us the general evaluation for today's session. Over to you.
Welcome to the boring part, guys. That was fun part. Now it's boring. Okay. Good news. Our meeting started in time. Also, recording was done before meeting started. Our sergeant at arms, Toastmaster Saleh, brilliant. He set expectation of the meetings very high from the first of the beginning. I liked his introduction of mission and goals. Also, I like his icebreaker with induction speed, placing hand on the heart. That was quite a fresh beginning. That was well done. Then our acting president, Madame Toastmaster Divi, very confident and clear keynote speech, very nice prepared. Also, I love the story about elderly couple with this hearing issue, which became hearing issue of the husband, not the wife. Also, very nice, friendly, and warm introduction of today's Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ati, and some words about Toastmaster Ati performance today. That was definitely the job well done, and I liked that Toastmaster Ati from the very beginning made audio and video check. Then he very good interacted with audience with questions, and he kept doing it not only in the beginning but during his story. I admitted very nice eye contact, open smile, and confident speech. By the way, also personal story was very amazing. I like this 3C story, clarity, confidence. Now I know it's connection, not a commitment. Yeah. Then was turn of Boardmaster, and somehow I was expecting that he will be introduced, Toastmaster Gangahia, but possible he didn't send the information about himself, or anyway, it was missed. Also, the word of the day, plausible. It's not that hard to use plausible during the speeches, and it might be a little bit more used during the meeting. Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Bosco, was nicely introduced, and he mentioned that there is a timer and there is a timing rules. Also, our speaker 1, Toastmaster Saleh, I didn't want to comment it because evaluation was already done. But just comment from my side, I like the story, Saleh, you can do it. Very inspirational. Also, what I missed, I think, if would timer be pinned to the speaker, maybe Saleh would more pay attention to the timing, because he was not qualified. maybe we need a new someone like a Zoom master during online meeting who could orchestrate these issues. Our speaker too, Toastmaster Nisha, was nicely introduced. Also, no evaluation from my side, just a small comment. Very powerful topic. Parents who gave us life, and a very heart-touching story. And the moment when you gave your parents Oscar was like, oh, wow, that was very good, very fascinating. Toastmaster Pawan, our timer, great job. Honestly, I had feeling that you did it before sometimes and you are quite advanced and experienced. Very good job. Very well done. Our table topic master, Toastmaster Soham, was nicely introduced. Rules were explained clearly. Timing was also explained, which is good. And I like the idea, put questions in the chat, not use the screen sharing and all this technical stuff which may cause glitches. Questions in the chat, very good idea, and I think we should use it in the future as well. Also, thank you very much for all the speakers, all participants of Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Nahid, Toastmaster Cherry, VP Menon, and special thanks to our guest Julia. She answered 2 questions, very brave, great job. Looking forward to have you in our club. Also, small piece of advice to Toastmaster Soham. I think table topic session supposed to be a little bit more fun and smiles, and you were a little bit too serious, I would think. I would put some more salt and pepper, jokes and smiles to make it a little bit spicy. The next role is evaluator of the first speaker, Toastmaster Bosco. I also missed that D connection, and that was well spotted. Very good. As always, very nice evaluation, good advice in the end. And I would only add to evaluation of our speaker number 1, Toastmaster Salih, that if in public speaking would be nice to stand up and present yourself to the public and deliver speech standing. Also, yeah. I think that I missed introduction to evaluators, and we had time for that, and I don't know why it was not done. Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Bob. One big, I think, issue, there was no video. Well, just black screen. However, your radio voice sounds very good and clear, and I like it, but it would be nice to turn on the video when you deliver evaluation. But evaluation itself was nice and clear, and I also like your quote and the advice about watch yourself. Yeah, and also what I missed, a kind of conclusion at the end, what you mentioned, just wrap up what you said before. Or counter, Toastmaster Santosh, role was explained, objectives were done, very well done job in all counting and even some grammar. That's very good. That's the attitude. Also, I like how Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ati, encourage you to use word of the day again and again. That was well done. Grammarian, Toastmaster Arman, objective were introduced. He introduced himself, which is good because everybody wants to know people a little bit more. Sometimes we see each other the first time. So it was very good job, Toastmaster Arman. Well spotted words and sentences, and good that you mentioned nice parts and also areas what should be improved. That was good done. Our trivia master, Toastmaster Keshup, that was fun. Thank you for that. Very nice session. I like it very much. Good questions and a lot of things were spotted. That was nice. Thanks a lot. I think that's it from my side. Plausible, it's very nice meeting today, and thank you for that. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, thank you. Let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Misha or Toastmaster Mikhailov. Thank you so much. Actually, I was like wondering, I've been not introduced to the Toastmaster Mikhailov. I realized it's Toastmaster Misha. So maybe perhaps we can put a code to put your nickname or short name so we can recognize you. And since we are approaching to the end, I would like to go back to the beginning of the discussion when I ask you that question: is any one of you have been exposed to many opportunities and was not able to choose any because of all of them are great opportunities, or having a difficulty to receive a new opportunity and got stuck where he or she is, or perhaps want to make a sacrifice to get into a new opportunities? Is any one of you right now during these days in such situation? Any one of you can raise his or her hand to share their story before we close. All right. No one have such experience. Let me give you, in case if you are in that situation, or in case you are getting into that situation and facing opportunity, exploring or venturing into a new opportunity, I would like to advise you to go and stick to the 3 C's, as I mentioned. First, check your clarity and make sure that you get a wonderful clarity. Second is be confident and make sure that you have the courage, you have the commitment, and to get more knowledge. And third, and last but not least, is to get connection, is go meet, connect and share to others. Before we close, I would like to ask you to vote to the best role player of the day. And now we're running the vote. All right, while you're voting, I would like to share with you the last story before we close and hand over to the acting president, Toastmaster Devi. Last month, I was about to start a new venture, and that new venture will empower and support a lot of mentors and coaches all around the world, starting from where I am right now. And when I start making focus groups and invite people to give their opinion about the experience and the journey of those mentors and coaches to give that guidance to the one who want guidance through a platform, someone came to me and said, how would you protect the information or the privacy, or to make sure that you don't have any leak of those confidential information about the mentees and about the coaches that they've been going to be mentored? And as this is one of my core values, and this is, I made a commitment that I want to protect the privacy and protect the personal information about the coaches and mentees. I want to make sure that before I launch that opportunity to get a reliable and strong data manager and data security co-founder to be with me before I start that venture. So I decided to make a sacrifice by launching the opportunity right now, which is going to empower for others for the sake of helping and supporting mentors. And that is the opportunity that I'm working on it right now. And I hope you are enjoying, and you will enjoy certainly the next opportunity in your life, and wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for being your host today. And I really enjoyed it. And over to you, Acting President, for the closing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aarti, for such a brilliant session today. Let's all unmute and give him a round of applause. The 3 C's are embedded in me, in my blood, in everything, in my soul. And moving on to that, okay, keeping in mind with the 3 C's, let's have a small game. The first person who can get anything starting in C is a winner. So look around your house, anything that you can get starting with C.
Celebration.
Get it. Get. You have to show me. Okay. Kesava and Bosco. So the winner is Kesava and Bosco, who came with coconut oil and a chair. And in between, I saw guest Rashid, who showed a chair. Yes, a lot of things. Bravo. Very good. Now let's quickly move on to the award session. Let me share my screen. Okay, so the best role player goes to Toastmaster Misha for his detailed general evaluation today. Best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Nahid. Be generous with your applauses, guys, louder. The best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Bosco. And unfortunately, due to time disqualification, we do not have a best speaker today. But in my opinion, in all our opinions, both of them were brilliant today. Emotions overflew today, and that's why they went over time. So both of you all, in spirit, are excellent speakers. Toastmaster Saleh and Toastmaster Nisha. Let's give a round of applause to our first timers. Toastmaster Pawan Kumar for being the first time timer and a first time role player as well. That's why he's in red, because this is his first time role player. Toastmaster Santosh Nair for doing the R counter for the first time. Toastmaster Arman for giving us a brilliant grammarian report for the first time. Toastmaster Kesava for giving us a fun trivia master. Toastmaster Soham with his brilliant table topic questions as the Toastmaster, as table topic master. Toastmaster Bob as the evaluator, and Toastmaster Misha as the general evaluator. All these roles are performed for the first time and beautifully performed. Once again, give yourselves a round of applause. And moving on, our next meeting is on the 9th of May. It is at 6:45 p.m. So it's after Ramadan. So we go back to our original timings, which is 6:45. And this today is our last online meeting. From 9th May onwards, we go to in-person meetings. So after this, my presentation, we'll just take a last picture. All of you, please switch on your cameras, because this is the last online meeting. Going forward, we will go back to our original in-person meetings. The next TMOD is Toastmaster Adil Kadri, and his theme is the laziest way to become a millionaire. So splurge all your money this Eid holidays, finish your money, and then come back to learn how to be a millionaire. And as you know, we have elections coming up for the new ExCom. This ExCom year is going to wind up end of June, and we'll be having a new ExCom getting installed in July. So we will have a nomination committee who would invite the nominations, and our club ExCom nomination committee chair is Toastmaster Bosco Mascarenas, who will then share with you details via email and messages. That's it from me. with the power vested in me, I now declare this meeting closed. Can we all have our cameras open? Toastmaster Saleh, Toastmaster Nahid, guest Rashid. Where is Toastmaster Saleh? Toastmaster Saleh, the most important. Okay, before Toastmaster Saleh comes, guest Rashid, can I ask you, how was your experience today in our meeting? I think you came for a little while and then you dropped out and then you came back. You're muted.
Yep. Yeah, hi.
In the
good
meantime,
evening.
sorry, just 1 minute. Bosco, can you call Toastmaster Saleh in the meantime? Thank you so much. Yes, Rashid.
Yeah, this is my second meeting actually. I mean, second attendance.
Okay.
So yeah, so I joined a little late because of this. I was busy with something else. But looking forward to meet you in next session. I believe it is face to face.
Yes.
So I want to come and join you all.
Definitely. Yes, you should come. So that's on 9th of May at Dera Business Village. If you're in the guest group, you'll get all the details of the flyer and the meetings.
Sure. Looking forward to it.
Okay. And what did you think about today's meeting?
So today I just attended for the last few minutes only. So I don't have much idea about today's meeting. But going forward, I'll be regular and would like to attend more.
Okay, great. Looking forward to seeing you, Rashid. And let's move on to Julia. Julia, tell us, how was the meeting today?
I'm a new one to this club, and frankly speaking, I was impressed by quite a high quality of this meeting, and especially I like the constructive feedback. So it really helps to understand what should be done during your next speeches. So yeah, I'm impressed, and thank you for this meeting, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here, and we look forward to you joining our club as well and seeing you in our next meeting, which is on 9th of May.
Sure. Thank
Okay.
you.
Rashid, can you switch on your camera? Rashid?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
great. Now we all have, can you do some actions, whatever victory, whatever?
Yep.
Okay, on the count of 3, 2, 1. Okay, done. Thank you so much. Good night and God bless you all. See you all for the next meeting.
Good night. Take care.
Good night.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thanks,
everyone. Good night.
Toastmaster Abdul Ati.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank
Well
you.
done.